Okay, are we live? I hope so. 2:52. Don't know if it's a good time to go live. Hello Satyajit. I think YouTube counter is kind of flawed and screwed. Sorry, I'll be back. Okay, a little bit better. Alright, so who else is here? Barish? No, no. It is just this fan making noise. Alright, so we just wait for a couple of people to join in and then we talk about what we here to talk about. This is going to be just like 10-15 minute live session, nothing more than that. Meanwhile, what's my thought on the BMW G310R? Uh, might as well buy the TVS RR 310 and convert it into a street bike. It's more cost effective that way. You're getting the same engine. Chassis is a little bit different, but I always have liked TVS chassis, and yeah, so just buy a 310 RR and then convert it into a street bike. For that, you just need to add raised up handlebars, and if you are not too keen on removing the fairing to get it look proper naked bike, you can just keep them on. That will help you on that will help you for wind blast as well as longer rides. So yeah, you can do that. You have a lot more options to play around with when you have the 310 RR. What else? Thank you. You're welcome, Satyajit. Who else is here? YouTube is showing me 4 people. 5 people are here, but no one is talking in the chat. So what's up, guys? How are you? Arsa is here. Arey wah. Good time to take a look in the mirror. Look at the mirror. 6 people are here. Come on, guys. What's up? It should be an interactive session, not a boring one person talking to other guys kind of a thing. Please switch on that bulb. Okay, wait. Happy? You can also do this with it. Cool gadget. No, it's something that we have made. I have made when I had time free. Sir, I'm a BCom student, but I want to learn more about bikes from a technical perspective. From where do I start from? I did 11th and 12th in science. Joanne, where are you based out of? I hope that I'm not butchering your name. If you're based out of Pune, I might have something that can help you out. So yeah, just let me know. You're in Pune. That's great. That's great. So can you just hit me up like an email or Instagram direct message so that maybe I can help you out. And are you specifically want? Do you specifically want to learn about bikes, or do you want to learn about automotive in general, like bikes and cars and everything? So just DM me about that, and we can try to do something about it. All right. New R3 2019 thoughts. Uh, I have not. Really sorry. I'm a little bit behind on whatever is happening with the auto industry. So yeah, forgive me for that. But I do have something to show you. This is like a first cut of what we have been working on for the past month or so. And yeah, that involves everything from like and I have received the first cut of that film. So that is what I'm going to show you guys. So I hope you guys like things related to mm, automotive movies and things like that. All right, all right. I'm going to hold the questions for next like 5 to 10 minutes. Sorry, next 90 seconds for you guys to see this. Okay, I hope you guys are ready. And I want like honest opinion from you guys to tell me what it is. It's a first cut, so we can make a lot of changes in this still. So look at it and let me know how it is. I hope it's not over. Okay, so that was the first card. I'm pretty excited about it. It was a little bit overexposed. Uh, so I don't know how you perceived it. Glad that you guys liked it. At least 2 out of 7 guys liked it. So that's a pretty good ratio for a first cut. It's still processed, that like the SFX need to be processed, the VFX need to be processed, and like a lot of work is remaining on it. Oh, we got a thumbs up from Arsa. That's like a high, but I'm going to get a call in some time to tell me whatever was wrong in it. But yeah, Arsa, you can just straight away tell me what's up, what's wrong in this. Tejas Kutay, Tejas is missing. So yeah, I'm looking for his replacement. So he has gone missing just recently. Basically, he's just caught up in his work and he's caught up in his studies and everything, so that we are not able to work on this thing really soon. Work on whatever we are working for Klintoe really soon. But yeah, as I said, I'm looking for a replacement because I don't want to rely on like one single person to carry out so many responsibilities. So I'm just looking for someone to who will take care of like everything that happens for the Klintoe YouTube channel, so that the channel won't be paused, the channel won't be sidelined whenever we have any kind of commercial project like this going on. So yeah, do let me know if anyone that you know is interested in working for the channel. It's not going to be a full-time job, nor it's going to be a part-time job. It's like going to be, it's going to be like a 2 days a week or something like that kind of a job, so that you'll be handled like pre-production and production responsibilities, but apart from that everything else will be taken care. Satyajit Bohite, me. All right, great, great, great. So just hit me up on Instagram, see if we can work towards it. We can work. I'm a really bad boss. So yeah, whoever works with me does not really last really long time. So beware of that. All right. Shushma, looking forward to the video. Thanks a lot. I'm really eager to get that video out. Hopefully, we'll get it out in like a week or so. Yeah, but I just wanted to share that thing with you guys, and I just wanted to like let you guys know what's up, and also like let's see if we can have the Klintoe Media YouTube channel working side by side with the commercial projects, because currently we don't have that much bandwidth to have both the streams of video production working at the same time. So we have to pause something to concentrate on the other project. So yeah, that's how things work. And one more thing I wanted to state is that we were having a very good consistency with the news production, news bit of the on the Klintoe Media, that is weekly news, but we did not have enough news sources or enough like news that will matter to us common riders, not like अरे एक snapshot किधर तो दिखा है इस नया गाड़ी का, so make it into a news, nothing of that sort. I did not want to do anything of that sorts. So that's why I want to make it a monthly series instead of it being a weekly series. When we have more people on board and when we have more researchers to research on that particular topic and who can give more knowledge to the audience apart from what you can just read into the read on some websites and read on Facebook or something like that. If we can give more knowledge of that sort, then we will make it into a weekly series. But for now, I think a monthly series will be just fine. Lavasa run when? Lavasa run, I'm not sure. I'm not sure when I'm going to do a Lavasa run. Reasons is because yeah, that story needs too much. Or whoever follows me on Instagram already knows this, that there is something that I'm keeping from you guys, not really discussing it to full extent, and that will be shared like pretty soon, not pretty soon, like in a month or a couple of months, because yeah, work on that particular topic is going in full swing. By full swing I mean like half-heartedly, but yeah, work on it is going on, but i can I can concentrate only on one thing at a time. I cannot like dabble around in everything. I did try that, but it's not working out for me. Progress of my bike build, that also has been halted. As I said again, I cannot dabble in everything at once. So just recently my mom and dad went to a vacation for like 20 days or so, and at that time I had to take care of dad's business and my mom's business. So I kind of completely ignored the Klintoe Media YouTube side of the things, and I cannot do this as like a part-time job. I'm really bad at time management. That is why I need to learn that, a to give out better videos and to give out more consistent videos and more consistent, like let's say Lavasa runs, or be more consistent at the bike build. Stock restoration or mods are going to be changed. Things are going to be changed in the, and if you guys don't know about what's going on, the bike build is about using GF 125, and that build is going to be that build is going to be a little bit challenging because the parts are not readily available and the engine is not in a working condition right now. So we'll have to make the engine work first, get the rust of the components, and then get it into get modifications done on it. Harshavardhan, hey, what are your thoughts on the upcoming S1000RR? It looks like a great bike. I think we have covered it on the one of the news segments, and it looks like a really damn good bike, and it has finally gotten rid of the asymmetric thing, which I'm really glad for. And BMW is known for like refinement and all that. So apart from power And apart from kind of power and electronics that go into it, I'm really keen into seeing how bulletproof of a 1000 cc machine this bike is going to be, because we already know that most of the people who are into buying super bikes know that if you're buying a 1000 cc bike, it's going to be a white elephant to maintain, because it's a lot heavier on maintenance if you're using it as it's supposed to be used. And B, there are only a handful of bikes which are really good at keeping the maintenance low while you are using it at its maximum. So I hope that S1000RR is one of them. Old Street Triple or new? I'll prefer any one of them. Like if you want to, if your riding style is going to be more like a higher RPM kind of a guy, I'll say go for the 765. And if your riding style is going to be more in the mid range, I'll say go for the 675. Power difference does not really make that much of a difference for me, but usability on the 765 is a lot better than the 675, especially my 675. The other 675s like the D-Tune 675 or even the stock config 675 is a lot more usable than my 675, but 765 is again a lot more usable than my 675. Sir, when we install an aftermarket exhaust, do we have to change the air filter and also flash the bike ECU? As changing the exhaust changes the air fuel ratio. This is what I know. Is it right or wrong? You are partially right, but it also depends on what kind of changes you are doing to the exhaust. If it's a slip-on exhaust, that'll be fine. It will be around that 2% change that your ECU can handle. The air fuel ratio will change around 2%, which your ECU can detect and can handle that much. But if you're changing the whole system of the exhaust, like a full system exhaust, then yes, you'll need to reflash the ECU and apply an air filter. And it's always a good practice to get your bike more air when you're like throwing out more air, or you're throwing out air in a, like the velocity of air that you're throwing out is faster. So yeah, that will be correct. What else? What's up, guys? How have you guys been doing? Who all rode like over than like 100 kilometers in the last week? I'm really curious to see how much you guys ride, because all I see on Instagram is just like riding photos, but no one really mentioning like where they went. I saw you in a power drift video. When was that? Like recently? I don't know. One of its video. Was it recently launched? Tattoo on my left hand. Is this hand? Is it this? Or is it this? Old one. Okay. How not to do a wheelie? Uh, Drop the clutch gradually and don't accelerate hard. Accelerate gradually. That way you will not do a wheelie. But if you're riding my bike, then is it my left or is it this? The smaller one or the bigger one? This is the bigger one. This is the smaller one. So what is it? Smaller one or bigger one? Which one do you want to know about? I'm confused. Anyway, I really want to know, guys, that how much do you ride? Like, where have you been recently, and are there any good spots to ride around? Because the winter is coming, and we need to bank up on spots to ride to, which are like less crowded. Would like to know about both. Okay, so this is the one which is the date that I won my championship, and this is a tattoo which I got in I think Darjeeling. Yes, I think I got this tattoo in Darjeeling when there was a Japanese tattoo fest going on over there. and I did not ask the artist what he wanted to do, and nor he told me anything what this stands for or what this is about. But from what I've heard or from what I know, it's about some five elements of life or some shit like that. But yeah, it's purely an artistic expression, and I just gave him my hand as a canvas to paint on. So yeah, as you can tell by what I did, I was pretty young back then, like really young, 18 or 19, or maybe even younger than that. Mechanical controls or electronic controls on bike, and why? Just like the old R1 or new R1? I prefer the new R1 because I mean, if you're learning, then I'll say go for the two-stroke and the older bikes. But if you know how to handle the motorcycle properly, then I'll say go with the newer and more electronically advanced motorcycles. That is simply because you can do a lot more with those bikes than you can do with the older bikes, right? And also, once you can ride a older bike properly, uh, there is only so much you can, like, you can tweak your riding. After that, you have to take help from electronics to ride the bike. Pune to Kolhapur to Belgaum. Seems like you ride a lot, Mr. Satyajit. Great road to ride. That's great. I'm from Gujarat and I'm gonna do that Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel statue that they are making. It'll be 150 kilometers one side. That's great. That's actually great. I am really looking forward to how tall that thing is really going to be, and I really want to explore Gujarat a little bit more. Last time I was there, I just went to Run of Kutch like for 5 6 days, and then I came back, and it was like a really intensive ride. Like we are covering like 700 kilometers a day or something like that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to like having a plan to ride Gujarat or just drive around Gujarat. It's diesel bullet Gyoka. I don't know if you get parts for that anymore, but yeah, if you can, if you have parts availability, if you get parts ready for it, then why not? If you're into it, they are saying it will be tallest in the world, tallest statue in the world. That will be something to look forward to. Do you think that Ducati should enter the beginner sports bike sector with the 399 with the baby Panigale? Um, I'm a little bit divided on these kind of things. Is because people buy bikes based on the brand that is selling it, and those bikes are not really. I mean, I'm just talking out of the experience that I've had, the limited amount of experience that I've had. Uh, so, for an example, especially if that bike is going to be produced in India or Thailand, I'm not really keen on buying it. But if the bike is produced abroad and if I'm buying it here as a CPU, if you're talking about buying a 399cc bike, just as a way to, just because we cannot afford higher cc segment bike, then I would say no, stay away from it. But if you are looking for something that is good in a 399 segment, 399cc segment, then I would say like something like a Ninja 400 or a Ninja 300, then you should be able to you should be willing to pay that much more for that much more quality, and that is how you are going to extract the most out of it. How does it feel to ride on Curry Motor Speedway? Why don't you come down someday and then just see it for yourself? The next session is going to be 23rd to 25th November, Apex Racing Academy. So you'll know how it is to ride on Curry Motor Speedway. So yeah. So 7 people are online and we just have one like. So let's change that, guys. Just like the video, yeah. I know it's just us having a group discussion, but you can still like the video. Any comments on Apollo Alpha tires? Apollo Alpha, I have not ridden with them, but as we can tell, a lot of manufacturers, a lot of four-wheeler manufacturers are moving to two-wheeler segment, and Apollo is one of them, and they are looking at like producing producing um, high end tires, or whatever you call it, high end tires like performance tires, yeah, performance tires, as a way to sell their lower cost scooter based tires, as to get more contracts from the OEMs. So yeah, that is not what I appreciate. If someone is developing performance tires from scratch and not just slapping a label on Pirelli or Metzeler tires, then I would happily buy it. If they are actually doing research like MRF is doing, MRF zappers and all that, they are actually putting energy into research and then producing performance tires. But all these other companies, I think at the start they are just slapping labels. I might be wrong. Also, I have no knowledge about this particular thing, but I might be wrong about this. But from my experience and from what I can tell, it's kind of like a European company which is developing, a European or American company that is developing tires for years. They're just buying it from them and slapping Apollo or some other label on it and then selling it to the consumers. That is not what I appreciate. If you're reducing the price, more power to you. If you're keeping the price same and then selling it with your label on, not appreciable. I heard they have done a lot of research. Again, like, I might be wrong on this, but if they have done research on it, great, more power to them. And I appreciate that kind of a move. My thoughts on R15 V3. It's a lot more aggressive now. It's a lot more sporty. It's a lot more like a sports bike now. Like just yesterday, my neighbor got an R15 V3, and I was comparing my R15 version 2 with the R15 version 3, and the sitting position is like completely different. R15 version 2 feels like a street bike after riding the R15 version 3. So yeah, it's a great bike, great addition. Alright, we have a lot of new people around. RC200 or RC390? I mean, RC200, yes, because it's like in the same kind of chassis you have lower power, so you have a lot more leeway to play around. It's a lot less vibrations, or lot less the chassis getting unsettled, but more power always wins. The tank disintegrates in R15. Disintegrates? What? Disintegrates? I've never heard of this. Please inform me more about this. Throttle control should be easy on the Duke 390 or R3, as both bikes have different behavior at full gas. I did not get that comment. But anyway, meetup. Satyajit, if you are going to work here, I think you will be meeting me every day. So why am I making faces? This is not Instagram or Snapchat. So what else, guys? What's up? What else is happening in your lives? It's not just about question and answers and bikes. Yes, it does. Like if Palin is sitting on it. Oh, right. It sinks in. Oh, right. That is what you're talking about. Yeah, kind of. Bangalore meetup. I'm really sorry, Dhruva. I have been teasing about me coming to Bangalore a lot of times and not meeting anyone over there. But I cannot promise a Bangalore meetup this year at least, because I have taken a lot of things on my plate which I'm not able to handle. If anyone is here from Pune, you'll be really happy to know this, that there's something that we are doing to enable that all the riders have bikes in a very good condition at a very low cost. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Lee, what's when's new content coming on this channel? Uh, when is new content coming on this channel? New content, hopefully November. October last week or November first week is when we will start generating regular content. But as I said, like, we need a full not full time, at least 2 days a week employee in Klintoe Media to get shit done. That is because once I concentrate on Klintoe Media, I'm not going back to commercial side, and once I concentrate on commercial side, that particular day I'm not going back to the Klintoe media things. So yeah, that is what I have been struggling with. Lot of rain in Satara. That's actually pretty nice. I hope it rains in Pune too. It's because it's getting hot over here. I'm dreaming to meet you from 2 years. Do you remember? I do remember, and that is why I said I'm really sorry. That is because that's just been a lot of high hopes for. I'm just giving a lot of high hopes by the Instagram stories and all that by me coming to Bangalore over and over again. So really sorry about that, but at the same time, it's really hard to find time when you're on when you're on an assignment or when you're on a commercial project or when you're there for work. When I'm there for leisure, obviously I'm gonna take a whole day off and meet everyone in Bangalore. But when it's for work, it's really hard to take time out. All right. So I think we have Infinity War review. Come on, dude. What the fuck? It was a good movie. It was a good movie. It did not ended like it did not end like all the other typical Marvel movies. There was some sad ending to it, but again they messed it up by spoiling Captain Marvel in the end, as if saying, "Ki, okay, there's some new hope coming. Please come back. All these heroes will be revived." Yes, the heroes are going to be revived, but I'm really looking forward to see like they should have. Personally, my take on it, they should have delayed the Infinity Wars movie a little bit longer and get everyone else's story in line first. Like there was only one Black Panther movie. There was only one Spider-Man movie. Like get the audience attached to all the other characters just as much as they are attached to, let's say, Hulk or Iron Man or even Black Widow and Captain America for that matter. So get audience hooked up to the other characters as much as we are attached to these characters, and then release Infinity Wars and then kill them. Then it will be a lot more impactful. Just my thoughts. Excited about the KTM adventure as KTM initially started racing in dirt. Yes, but I really hope that with adventure they also come up with something like a street going cakes version of it, like the dirt version, dirt bike version, street going dirt bike version of the adventure bike. Heard rumors that there will be huge changes in 2090 RC390. Is it true? There might be. It's long due, overdue for an update. Is long overdue for an update. As you saw with the Duke 390, it got major update in 2017. Was it? Yeah, 2017. It got major update. So similarly, we can expect 2019 RC390 to get good updates, good amount of updates like that screen and all that. Husqvarna really coming to India? Yes, Husqvarna is coming to India, and it's going to have the same engines and same everything as KTM. How much? This is the kind of thing that I want to ask you guys. How much do you spend on every service of your motorcycle? Like, just tell me the CCs that you have, the your motorcycle CC cubic capacity, the capacity of your motorcycle, and how much you spend per service. So this is something that I'm really keen to know, because every single time I've serviced the bikes on my own. So I'm really keen for you to know it from you guys that how much does it cost for you guys to service your vehicles. Like, so just mention in the comment the cubic capacity of your motorcycle and the cost that it takes to service, along with the consumables, that is oil, brake pads, or anything else. What type of bikes do you like to ride in city? I like Hero Honda Pleasure and obviously Honda Grazia. Those are the only two scooters that I ride around in the city. Riding bikes in the city is stupid. Any like the traffic has increased in Pune so much in the last couple of years, and it's just stupid now. It's just like beyond stupid. What was your reaction when we came to know that government's going to ban non-ISI helmet? My reaction was pretty dull because Indian government being Indian government, they are going to do stupid things, and but luckily no one here follows the law. So I am going to wear my dot or EC or Snell certified helmet every single day, even if you tell me In Pune, people don't even wear helmets. So let's just not get to the dot and Snell certification argument. People should start wearing helmets, and then we can argue about ISI and dot and Snell and all that. Activa 3G 500 rupees approx. That's a really good price. Do you service in the dealership, something like that, or is it like a local shop? When will the metro work? With the metro work, the traffic has increased even more. Exactly. I mean, the traffic is just going to go up, and soon Pune will be like Bombay or Bangalore. I don't know. And luckily for me, I live in a part of city which is like in the heart of the city, but it is away from all the technology and all the Kothurud, Baodhan side of things. So luckily for me, the traffic in my area and around my area has not increased that much exponentially, as much as it has increased in Baner, Baodhan, and Hinjewadi side of Hinjewadi and Aund and everything. So I'm really lucky in that matter. Dealership 500 is really good. What do you think about 8 or 450? Once they start delivering the scooters, then I'll have an opinion about it. But for now, I personally think that all the electric motorcycles and all the electric scooter companies that in India are just there for the investment. That is why they are just showing a dog to the bone, the showing a bone to the dog being the consumers and the bone being the innovative products. So that bone is actually meant for investors to come in when they are not actually going to give that bone to the dog, which is they are not actually going to sell the bikes to the consumers. They are just going to show, okay, we have an awesome product, you pre-book the product with us, lose all your money. Meanwhile, we also get investment from Tata and some shit, and we are going to rob you daylight. 125cc Gladiator 800 for 3k. 3k? That's a lot of money, dude. 150cc 115 oil itself cost 800. CBR 250 looks 1500 to 2000 just for servicing. That's a lot of money. FZ 250 takes 1000 bucks. That's cheap. Interceptor 650. It's going to be good step forward. Royal Enfield coming with Royal Enfield coming up with really good, really bigger capacity motorcycles. That's a good thing for the whole market, and that is what I will strongly agree with. And that is not just going to inspire other people like TVS and Hero Motors and everyone Indian based to produce motorcycles which are more capacity. RE Electra 350, 150 to 1500. 1500 is a lot of money, dude. Anyway, all this is going to change, but you guys will have to wait for that. Like servicing costs, especially if you're from Pune, they are gonna plummet down. Is because we are coming up with something revolutionary. Gladiator took 800 for servicing after every 3000 kilometers. Yeah, that's good enough. That's a really good price. Educate me on how to store a motorcycle for a period of time. So if you're talking about motorcycles which are imported, I would strongly suggest to put them on paddock stands front and back, and then put a cover on them, and then put them in shade, because those things are fragile AF. They cannot handle monsoon, they cannot handle high heat in India. So put them in cover, put them in shade, put them on paddocks, keep the chain looped and everything, all that shazam. And if it's an Indian built bike, just put it on main stand or put it on side stand and just cover it up. And even if you leave it out in sun, that's okay. Amazon sale से क्या order किया? I did not order anything. Luckily, I'm just like, earlier I used to be this huge hoarder. Like if you can see over here right now, it's like this. The shelves are completely filled with things that I don't need. So earlier I used to be like a hoarder, but now I'm trying to trying to be that kind of a guy, to put a thought process behind, like, do I really need that thing? And if I really need that thing, am I gonna take care of it for the life of that thing, and then make the buying decision? I just don't impulse buy anymore. At least I'm trying not to impulse buy anymore, because impulse buying normally results into like using that thing for a couple of times and then just throwing it away and it being junk. But you, as you have spent a lot of money on it, you don't really want to throw it away, but you cannot even keep it and use it properly. So I have like some 15 or 20 smartphones that I have at my place. I cannot really sell it, or I cannot really throw it away, but at the same time I cannot even use them. So it's waste of resource, and it's hurting the planet. So yeah. And recently I've also turned into a vegan, sorry, a vegetarian. Not a vegan yet, but I'm trying to look for alternatives for a good milk. Once I find that alternative, I'll be a vegan. But yeah, till that, it's all for the planet. Simpsons helmet import करना चाहिए. It's up to you. If you know a trusted website which sells you the helmet and delivers to your doorstep with some duties and everything paid, then yes, go for it. But if you're not going to, if you don't know any trusted source, then I'll say stay off it. Find some trusted source and then buy it. So okay, that's been it. I think this is my cue. I should leave. I have a meeting upcoming. So bye bye, guys. Any final thoughts? We'll just shut off in the next 2 minutes once this message gets across to you, because I think there is some transmission delay. Okay, bye. The message has already went across. Goodbye, Joanne. Please hit me up on Instagram, as we discussed earlier. If you want to learn more about automotive stuff, then please hit me up. And also Satyajit. Yes? Yeah, Satyajit also hit me up about your role in Klintoe Media. If you're interested, then we can work upon something and create a better product together for the audience. Prakash, bye, goodbye. Goodbye. Dhruva, bye bye. Everyone, goodbye.